64. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
TV. I'm Kyle, and we've got a lot on today's show to get to. Today we'll look at an inspirational moment, why people are itchy, and a look at the Oakcrest football team.
Today is Friday, October 8th, 2010, and today we'll tell you about a weird breaking a bed bug update. But before we get to that and more, don't forget that if you've missed anything on today's show, don't forget to visit us on YouTube or join the conversation at Twitter. Now over to Mr. Thomas to see what's happening around the country.
Thanks, Joe. In a weird overnight incident, one individual thought prices were so good at a car dealership he was breaking down the door and the windows to get North Carolina police prices. North Carolina police officers responded to a breaking and entering call at a business in the town of Gastonia Monday morning and soon discovered the culprit wasn't who they thought it was. The criminal? It was actually a deer. The business manager of McKinney Chrysler called police around 7 a.m. after finding broken glass on the showroom floor of his downtown business. Now, we don't have pictures of the incident, but as you can see behind me, it looked pretty bad. Immediately, workers thought it might be an act of vandalism since nothing was stolen from the inside of the business, and everything appeared to be damaged, though. However, when police officers started looking around, they found traces of blood, saliva, fur, and deer tracks all over the floor. When inside the business, the deer damaged 2 office cubicles and equipment. And then, for their final performance, the deer made a quick escape when they crashed through a second window to leave the building. According to the police report, the deer caused about $3,000 in damage to 2 broken windows and office equipment. Now here's what's going on around Oakcrest.
For anyone who is purchasing a class ring, the ring breakfast will be on October 20th and will take place during second period. Students attending will receive a pass during homeroom on the 19th. The pass must be signed by the second period teacher and brought to the senior cafeteria on the 20th to take part. Also, during today's homeroom, seniors will be voting for their prom theme.
Anyone interested in participating in peer mediation this year, applications can be picked up from any guidance counselor and returned to Mrs. Brosh by October 12th. The national organization Habitat for Humanity has a chapter here at Oakcrest, and they will have a Habitat for Humanity meeting Thursday, October 14th with Mr. Chopchinsky. Be sure to see him with any questions or any information about the meeting.
Since it's Friday and the football team is gearing up to take their opponent tonight, we figured we'd get you in the mood for some football highlights. The first comes to us not from Oakcrest, but another high school, whose current star player didn't get much playing time last week before the little guy with a big heart. In our next video, not a huge cheer from the audience this weekend when he scored his first career touchdown. The student has Down syndrome and is playing with the school's football team this year, making it a point to show everyone that you can do anything you put your mind to. Here's what we're calling our Friday feel-good football moment. And when we come back, we'll have a look at the Oakcrest football team.
Here's the quarterback. They're going to give it to him. And they're going to come through. They're going to miss him with one tackle. He's going to be missed. Did he go out of bounds? No, he's still on the field. He's still running down the field. But there's going to stop as Lake Stevens is still chasing him. They've got a cordon of players around him. They're going to head all the way down into the end zone for a Snohomish touchdown by Ike Ditzenberger. 51.
Man, I'm misting up. That is just spectacular. That is absolutely so wonderful.
Kyle, that's a great story. Now, for one a little closer to home, the Falcons will take the field tonight and try to make it 2 in a row for Coach Smith and his squad, who's 2-2 so far this season. After a tough loss to Hamilton and Holy Spirit, the Falcons beat Mainland and to get to an even 500. Yet tonight, they'll square off against Vineland and try to grab a winning record and climb the power rankings for the Cape Atlantic League. Currently, Holy Spirit has the firm grip on the number 1 position, but the Falcons should get the W tonight as long as they bring their winning formula back to the field again this week.
That's right, Joe. It was their running game last week and their solid defense that kept the game out of reach for Mainland, who lost by a Falcon field goal in last week's late in the third quarter. After the halfway point, the football team is off to a solid 2-2 start.
We students are working hard in sports, enjoying football games, and anticipating Pep Rally. Our first Pep Rally will allow students the chance to earn points for their class depending on who screams the loudest. But what are the points for, you ask? Throughout the whole year, Oakcrest will be holding events and competitions where each class can earn points. At the end of the year, each class with the most points will ultimately win the 50th Year Cup. Another upcoming event that has students excited is Halloween Day, the first event starting off the 50th Year Cup. Run by our student council, students and teachers are allowed to dress up for Halloween. Whether by yourself or with a group, you can be judged to see who created the best costume. So, there are a lot of things that Oakcrest is excited about. Are you ready for the challenge?
Now, we promised we'd tell you about why people are itching, and now we're going to tell you. A few weeks ago, we brought you a story about the devastating bed bug infestation happening all across the country. Well, it's gotten worse and becoming so bad recently that it's driven people out of their houses to sleep in the streets to avoid the tiny creatures. Well, now the problem has gotten even worse, spreading to the state of California, where in San Diego, firefighters have been forced to flee the city's main fire station because of a bed bug infestation. The 11 firefighters assigned to Fire Station Number 1 downtown spent Monday night at other stations while exterminators began what could be a long battle to rid the station of the tiny pests. Cleanup crews spent all day bagging gear at the station so it could be removed and cleaned. Exterminators began their first round of treatment Monday night, and they've removed everything off the walls, opened the wall plates, removed baseboards, sprayed around mattresses, and sealed off the entire area, fogging it with insecticide. The station is the 7th fire station in San Diego to develop a bedbug infestation. One firefighter has said that the infestations are part of the job, saying that they go to people's houses, hotels, and businesses, and it's just one of the hazards they have to deal with on the job.
As the month of October honors breast cancer awareness is on the rise here at Oakcrest. Aside from the nationwide month-long programs, the girls soccer team here at Oakcrest is sponsoring a donation drive to raise awareness for children's cancer through the organization St. Baldrick's. With your donation, if the girls soccer team reaches $1,000, the coaches will shave their heads and the proceeds from their charity will be donated to the organization. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday morning. We'll see you back here again tomorrow, bright and early.
I'm Kyle, and for everyone here on the OHS Falcon TV news team, have a great day. School is closed on Monday for Columbus Day, so enjoy the 3-day weekend. And we'll see you back here on Tuesday for all of the Oakcrest news stories making headlines on the news at 9 on Falcon TV. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.